Hi guys, so I'm playing with Gina K's Peaceful Poinsettia stamp set, and it's the whole Peaceful Poinsettia kit that I got from Gina K from Crop and Create. Give me a second and I'll pull out the paper that she always gives us when we get a kit from her. As soon as I can find it. Here it is. Holiday gift cards with Gina K was the class, and this was the awesome kit that we got. And this is what I'm playing with today. So I'm going to take some seedless preserves. I need to mask that off first. And I had masking for that already, but I don't know where it is. So guess what we're going to do? We're just going to start our stenciling around it without going into it. That's all. And do our darkers. And I should have tapped my brush off like that. I'm just going to bring it like this. And if it gets a little in there, it'll be okay. But if you want to make that a different color, masking will make it a little easier. And I just thought everybody's doing them in red and everybody... So I wanted to do it a little darker. A little different color. You know, poinsettias come in all colors. Like Gina K says, start dark in the middle and then work your way out. So that's what I'm doing. Because I'm using a littler brush, that's kind of what's like, it would go a lot faster, but that's how I'm able not to get completely, even though I got a little bit in there, I didn't get completely in there. Let's pick up some of this. And just bring it out lightly. And I'm using the little background stamp set to actually do my blending on. Of course, I want it a little darker. I don't want it quite so pinky, light pink, but I do want it to, like, blend out nice, you know? I'm just going to put it like that. So I'm trying to make it darker right here because it would naturally be darker right there from the leaves going over it. I mean, it's seedless preserves. I want the beautiful color to come through. I think it'll be beautiful when I get done. Start darker in the middle here and then bring it out. It's a beautiful color. And then we'll use a green to go in and do the other leaves there. I think the final product will look better than what it looks like while I'm working on it. I hope you guys like the recorded video. I'm hoping by January I'll start to be able to do like editing type videos. I really want that to like... There we go. There we go. That's what I want it to look like. Let this color shine. I don't want no white. If it looks white to me, I'm just going to keep going over it because I don't want the white in there. Alright. So now, And get the other part of the stencil. What did I do with it? What did I do with the other part of the stencil? Okay, this is the other part of the stencil. And this is the outer leaves that we'll do. And you got to kind of work it around to know where they go. You know, it's like, they don't just automatically find one and then look at the rest. See how they kind of fall in here. Maybe this one here. Yeah, there we go. So I found that one that lined up real good for me. And then that's how I'm lining the rest of them up. And you just need a little tiny bit of this stamp to hold it in place. I love the whole idea of a grip mat. I wasn't really sold on it at first. All right, let's get a green color. Let's see, we did... I think I want to do a rustic wilderness, even though it's a darker than that, but I think I want to go with rustic wilderness. Let's find us a green brush. And we need a green brush. I think this color is kind of green. I think that's a green color right there. I don't know what was used on it prior, but... just kind of bring it right at the edges here first. And you know, sometimes I'm like, cheaper brands are fine too, but I have found, like, I believe this is Tailored Expression. This brush blends way better than the cheap Chinese ones from Amazon and Temu and all. Although this works, these blend better. I think it's the short bristle. See how much longer these bristles are? The short bristle. It doesn't hold as much ink. But it, like, blends better in my opinion. These still blend good. But I think the blending is better with those other kind of brushes. And I probably should have used a different green. I don't know. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? You think that green's going to look good with that beautiful seedless preserve color? I like pinks and purples, and I love pinkish, purplish colors. And I always have, ever since I was little. Actually, I'm going to tap it right there so I can just bring it in like this. Yeah, that works better. We can always come in with a different color too if we need to add a different shade of green or whatever. Yeah, so it works better if you start here and just... You gotta do bigger circles with these other brushes. I want it green, I don't want it like faded green. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty. So do you like poinsettias? And how do you say poinsettia? I have grown up knowing it to be a poinsettia. Then you hear some people say poinsettia. And it's like, never heard it said that way until the last few years. Oh, see, I think that's pretty. Now, I'm going to get me some. Make sure my inks aren't going to fall over. I'm going to get me some Catherine Pooler Goldenrod. And I'm going to find my brush that I got for it, which is, this one is Honeybee, that I've assigned to that. I'm just going to pick up the ink off the lid since that's where the ink seems to be. I'm just going to bring it in here. This thing has kind of got like a triangle-like shape to it, which I like. But at the same time, it's like, watch your backside there, because this one I didn't tap off. Let's see if we can get just a little bit darker. Because what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll add some glossy accents later. Yeah, I like that. What y'all think? I like that. Alright, let's peel the backer away from the card, and it will not bend your paper. As if you pull it up, you could bend your paper, but if you peel that away, your paper doesn't bend. So isn't that beautiful? Oh, I think that's so pretty. All right, let's move along, little doggy, move along, little doggy, move along. Do 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 do. All right, so put our stamp right here. We'll go back and clean it in a little bit. Clean that back part off. That was as far as my brain got thinking wise. So what I think we should do is I think we should die cut that. We're going to make a gift card holder with this since it is a gift card holder set. So let's get out the die set. I think I'm missing 2 of my dies. Okay, they're in the bag. Alright, they're in the bag. Good deal. I'm not using them right this minute, but... Well, that just ripped. That's not any good. That's no good no more. I'll have to use that for shakers. Alright, so... Oh, we can make us a pretty shaker with this. Now, this is going to be tricky. Trying to figure out how to cut this. Look and see. I think that lines up right there like that. There we go. There we go. I didn't do the entire image. Oh, that's right. It's going to have a white border, guys. I didn't really want a white border, but we're going to have a white border. Alright, we're going to tape that down. So it doesn't move, and then we're going to die cut it. Okay, move this out of the way. Put it back where it belongs. So, where is... So tell me, are you the one, the type that crafts all your Christmas stuff, like, starting in July? When Christmas in July happens, or are you that crafter who likes to wait closer to Christmas? Yeah, I'm just curious to know. Like, I'm doing this now because I love the poinsettia and stuff. But, I find that I prefer to do Christmas stuff. I love doing Christmas crafts, but I find I prefer to do the Christmas crafts when, it's closer to Christmas. Like, I'm still in the fall mindset and all that other stuff. I don't know how that's... Oh, look at that. I put that on there. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Let's get that out of there. Then, we need something for this to go on. So let's get us an A2 size card base real quick. Let's see, do we have an actual card base sitting here? I think we do. Let's... Alright. So we're going to want a panel. And I think we need a black panel. Do I have a black panel readily available? I think that's brown. I don't think that's black. What about purple? What about this color? Instead of black, how about that color for our panel? And then get us the white. The white, the white, the white. We'll have to cut this down, of course. Let's cut this one down. Look, I got ink all over it anyway, so it needs to be cut down anyway. Alright. For some reason, when I use Gina K, I feel like I need to use her model, you know, her card making skill, model skills. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one. 3.75, so 3 3/4. 3, so that's 3 3/4 right there. But we're going to make it 4 because I want to cut this off because of that ink. So we're going to cut that 4 on that side. And we'll rotate it all the way around so we can get that other ink off that other side. And then we'll cut it down to the 3 and hope that gets that ink off. If it doesn't, then we'll spatter or something. But, alright, now this one, we want it to be, if we did 3 3/4 there, we're going to go back from 5 1/2, go back a 1/2 inch. Because that's what we did from the basic side. So we're going to go a whole 1/2 inch back, and that would be right at 5. Okay. Then we're going to take this, I cut this down to 5 1/4, because we want a 1/4 inch border. And let's hope that we can get 4 out of this. Oh, it's just shy of 4. And because it's just shy of 4, let's make this just shy of 3 3/4, just because I want it dimensions to kind of look, there we go, just that slither off. Alright, then that'll line up like that, right? Now in this stamp set is a splatter stamp, which I have been using the heck out of, and I think we're going to do that today. So we're going to do that like that. Here's our main card base. Maybe we need another little poinsettia right here to meet it. No, we need the sentiment to go there. Which sentiment are we going to use to go there? We're also going to do some other stuff to it, but... oh, I think that'll be pretty. May the light of the season fill your heart with peace. That's what we're going to do. And we're just going to stamp it directly onto this. So, and we're going to use the Seedless Preserve. We're going to try to stay in color here with this. So, let's get our little Misty out. Where's our little Misty? Misty, 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 where are you? Where's our little Misty? Where's our mini Misty? We got two mini Misties, and I can only find one. I know the second one's here. I just don't know where I put it. I don't know what I did with it. I might have given it to those girls. Did I give it to them girls? To my step-granddaughters? I don't remember. Alright, we're going to put this right here. Because that's the one we decided we wanted on. And just for lining, okay, we've never used this stamp set, so there's no ink on it, so I don't have to worry about ink getting on this. And because we got ink like that, we're definitely going to add some splatters. So we're going to put this like this. Just so we can line up where we want this. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's why it don't fit. And we have stamped this other one. We have stamped the one I'm going to use before when I made the Hanukkah card. Alright, so we're going to put this right here like that. I don't want the flower to cover the word. That's where that's going to go. Make sure that's in the corner all the way. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. So we're going to put it like that. We're going to pick it up. And then we're going to remove our flower while we stamp. Because we're probably going to have to stamp a couple times because I'm using the Distress Oxide ink to stamp with. We'll see. Alright. See, it looks like... And because it's only been used a couple times. See, it doesn't look like that got any color on it. Oh, I think it's going to be beautimous, y'all. Beautimous. Trying not to squish my stamp. That was something that I learned from Gina about doing this like this, because if you push down, you push the letter out, so like it would... I'll show you on a different one, the difference of doing that. It keeps the stamp a little more crisp. And you're better off to do more, stamp it more often, more times, than to squish down. So I'm just gently going over it. There we go. That's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Alright. Let me get something else. I want to show you the difference between smushing your stamp and... when you're stamping. I'll show you a difference. I want you to see the difference in how, like that word season and everything else will stamp out. Well, shoot. It's stamped right away real good, I think. Look. Usually, your stamp will be more blocky, but that's stamped better than that. Oh, wait. That one's stamped almost better than that one, actually. Anyway, it makes it more blocky looking than it's supposed to. Let's leave that right there for a minute, in case we need to come back to that. Alright, so we're not done. This isn't going to be that easy. Remember, we got to make this a gift card holder. No way Linda's going to have a card completely finished in 25 minutes. What? If I wasn't making a gift card holder, I would, y'all. Well, no. But anyway, let's make sure this lines up like that. Look, there we go. That's going to be beautiful. But, you know. Let's do some spattering. But let's do it with the green, since we did the print, the word in this, and we got the flower. So now let's add some of the Distress Oxide. But I want to make sure that it doesn't have Where's that other one I did? Oh, I left it in the thing. I left it in here. Okay, we're going to stamp off on here, so we can make sure it's the right color. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now we're just going to take... She was doing a live the other night, and she had a bigger one of these. And I was like, oh. What? Bigger? What? Now we're going to turn it a complete different way. Just come in here like that. We're going to have the flower up here, so I'm not going to worry so much about all up there. Make my dots go in a different direction there. I'm putting ink just on this edge here. So I want to come in here, put some there. And then let's do a second generation right here. And then we'll put a little bit right there. And then put our flower on to see, make sure that it's doing what we're wanting it to do. Covers all the area we want covered. So we want this right to the edge. We can always move it over just a little too. Move it up and over and then trim it if we need to. If we want the word to show better. Which I think that's what we'll do. And then we can trim that off. And I think I like that. I think I love you. What do y'all think? I think so. Gina K, I love you. You making beautiful, elegant cards so daggum easy. Easy peasy breezy with Gina K. Love it. Makes me look so talented. These Gina K and Pink and Mean and Spellbinders, and it's like, ah, God, I love them. But do I want this glued down or do I want it popped up? I think I just want it glued down. I think so. I think so. Oh, I got all this stuff falling. Did y'all catch my gift card holder that I made during a middle of the night live? I think I love you. So I'm just going to glue, because, well, not all of us are fans of everything being popped up. Sometimes things just need to be glued down. Glue it down, glue it down, glue it down. And then in true Gina K fashion, we'll have to add some gems to it. I'll have to find some. All right. Now we don't want the glue everywhere, so I want the word the flower to be right above the word. There we go. And we'll just trim that off. Actually, we don't even have to trim it off, but because, look, because we could just let it go over into that. But we're not going to because we want it aligned with this. So we're going to come in with our scissors. There we go. Oops, I went a little too far down right there, but that's okay. And we'll come over here just to make sure. Okay, I think this is when my littler scissors, because I'm less likely. Look, I'm accidentally cutting my actual base. I don't want to do that. Just the flower that comes off of it. Right now, this I think will foam tape up. Yeah. That's what we'll put foam tape on. That's the one that'll be popped up. Pop-a-dops. Pop-a-dop-a-dop. And we're just going to bring this right here like this. And right here like this. Alright, this one, when I'm cutting stuff like this, these I love because they're that Teflon. And they don't stick to everything as much. Let's put these to the side for a minute. Give me 3 of these. That was supposed to be 3, but I accidentally did 4. But it's okay. And like that. This is when these being like this work great because I didn't get all the way to the edge and I kind of want my foam tape to be to the edge. There we go. And then we'll just take 2 of these. And we'll cut them in half. And we'll put one like that. And we'll put the other like that. And then we'll have plenty of stability. The hardest part of the whole card. Yep. Yep. This pokey tool is one of the best tools I've ever owned. Makes my life so much easier. It makes things so much easier to peel off. Kind of using it to hold the other ones from going back under. See? See now. Sorry, y'all. I cracked myself up. There we go. think that's all of them. Is that all of them? That's all of them. Alright, now we got to carefully line this up. Oh, we need gold flecks on here. Alright, let me... Sorry, guys, I got to get my head... I can't get my head under because the camera there, but I think that's about... Well, that's going to have to be because, yeah, there we go. I got some stuff over here that one of the other classes gave me. That's not it. Where is that other stuff? And it's like, I think it's gold flecks. How about we try this out real quick? Pretty sure this is gold spatter stuff, and I don't remember what class gave it to us. I'll have to read the instructions in the book. But where's my spatter brush? Right here. And an acrylic block. Right here. And I should have done this before I added it to that, but I didn't, so I don't know. I've never used this stuff, guys, so let's see. Can I even open it? Oh, my fingers don't like this kind of stuff, y'all. My fingers do not like this kind of stuff. There we go. All right. Let's shake it up just a little bit more. And then we're just going to do just a tiny drop. I don't know if I have to add water to it or not. Let's flip this over. Just... Okay. Just a tiny drop of that. I don't have to say I'm supposed to use it or not, but this is how I'm using it. And I'm going to add a little water. And then I'm just going to go like this. Just lift it, pick it up. And then go. Or don't. Okay, it's a very light gold spatter, guys. I want some on the flower too. Look at that. How pretty is that? There we go. Oh, I did too much. I couldn't really see it, but now when I'm looking at it sideways, I can really see it. Let's see if I can catch it on camera for y'all. I need to remember the company. I think it might have been Picket Fence. I don't know. I don't know who this spatter's from. I have to look that stuff up, guys, because that's pretty cool. So now we got all kinds of gold spatter everywhere. We got to get this cleaned up. I think I love you. Pretty cool, y'all. Alright, let's get this on there and then turn it into a gift card holder. There are several ways we can do this. I'm going to do this the simple and easiest way to show you. I don't want to show you exactly how Gina K showed us because, well, what would the point in taking a class be if everybody got the same information? Right? Well, it's like you want to leave a little mystery so people can take the class too if there's ever an opportunity for them to do so. But in here is this pretty cool little pocket thingy. And now, if I was going to do it the way Gina would have done it, this thing, right? And if I still had some of the gold paper, it would be really pretty with some gold paper. Of course, Linda doesn't ever dump out her dyes all the way. I don't want to mess up my dies, so I'm leery of dropping them like that, but... Okay. Oopsie. Alright. Let's get this on the front of the card base. And I'm using art glitter glue, guys. Because it is my favorite glue. I've tried other glues and stuff. This is by far my favorite. Alright, let's make sure we get the opening correct. Oh, we didn't put anything on the inside. But that's alright, because remember we're putting a gift card holder on this. So where would it go? On the inside. Straight enough. Alright, let's die cut. We need a bigger piece. We should have die cut that right out of the middle before we use that piece of paper, because I don't know if I got any more of that color. So we need to find something that we like for that to match that. Some gold would be pretty. Do I have gold that I can use? I don't think that's big enough. I don't think that's not wide big enough. I don't want silver because I got gold. And if I got any gold stuff in here, let's see. I don't think I have gold left. I think I used all the gold, guys. Oh no. I've used all my gold. So I guess we gotta make it silver. I don't want it to be silver. I want it to be gold. I'm not gonna throw silver and gold, silver and gold. What's this? No, that's orange. That is not gold. Not gold at all. Nope. Nope. No. Well, hell, y'all. What do I got? I don't have any, like, gold anything, do I? I'm out of all gold? Really? Really? Am I really? What's that in there? Wait, what did I just find? I think I might have found some gold, yo. It's gold, I tell you. Ta-da! Ta-da! Found a piece of gold. That works so I don't waste it. Because you know. If you know. If you don't, I could explain. Let me explain. I shouldn't have to. You were just watching me when I was searching for some gold. Limited gold stuff. Let's hope that holds it still. I don't want it to move on me. I don't want it to move, so now I'm going to run that through the die machine. And we're going to make us a... I should have done that at a crooked angle. It wouldn't have done that chunk, clunk, clunk. There we go. And this is just paper. It's the paper from this right here. It's the scrapbook.com holographic mirror paper. That's what this gold is. Alright, let's put this back over here. Let's just do this right here like that, just for now. For now, I'll say. Go to all this. That shiny kind of messes with my eyes. It's like, whoa. Does the shiny with the light glare, does it mess with y'all's eyes? It messes with mine. It's like, ooh. Ooh-wee. That's why I don't like to foil a whole lot. As much as I love foil. It's one of the reasons that I don't foil a whole lot is because I can't handle the glare from the shine. Come on, come out of there. Like that one doesn't want to come out, but I'm not going to worry about the itty-bitty details. Just the big ones. Just the bigger ones. I'm not going to freak out if a little tiny thing like this, because it could be open and it just don't look that way to me. I don't think so. I'm not gonna, don't spend time on it, Linda. Just move along. Move along, little doggy, move along. I hope you guys like this video. I don't know if anybody will sit and watch a 47-minute non-live video. Anyway, so there's score marks on here. So we can just fold this over. Okay, look. Do it on the score line, not on the thingamajigger. So, what we're going to do is we're going to fold it this way, but we're going to use... Where'd that gift card go? I'm going to use that gift card because it's thin. So we're just going to put it right there, right up against the score line. And then we're going to fold it that way. That way we don't ruin our design. Right up to the score line. There we go. If you don't have a score... See, I already accidentally folded it wrong, so it's like wanting to fold on the thing the wrong way. Because I attempted to do it that way. Now, I don't want to scratch up my gold with a bone folder. So I'm going to lay this card on here like this. And then I'm just going to rub it like that. This is going to be glued down, so this side won't matter as much. Alright. Then you got to do these sides. And when I did it the first time, I did it with these on the inside, but it didn't show me. With the class, they did it like this. So we're just going to follow it just like so. Just like so. So I said to myself, get over it and move on. Alright, now we're going to put some glue there. To glue that side down, just like so. And we're going to put some right there. It's not holding real good because it's this slippery stuff. And if you notice, it kind of puckers out a little. You want it to do that because that's what's going to keep your pocket able to slide your stuff in there. All right. What did we do with the, there it is. We're going to need this. We're going to need that while we work on our thing for the inside. But you can put it right here like this. so that your gift card just slides in like that. Excuse me. Or you can like that. I think that's how we're going to do it. And that'll leave room if anybody wants to write a message. We'll just have, you know, usually your sentiments in the very middle of the thing. But we're going to leave that in case anybody wants to. In case they, whoever uses the card, whether it's me or somebody else, in case they want to leave a message. And you can just put your little gift card right in there, just like so. But because it's silky and everything, it doesn't, may not hold. Let's do that while we get us one more piece of the puzzle here. Now, I haven't done anything that said Merry Christmas yet, so everything has been Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. Let's do a Merry Christmas. Let's get us a piece of white cardstock. Dum, 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 dum. Where did the white cardstock go? Here we go. Here's the scrap. This scrap will work. And get us our Misty. I think that's good enough. Now, we got that one that's there. Because I'll probably make me a few more off camera. I'm going to leave that in there. So I'm going to move this to the middle here. I'm just going to use it backwards. Or, actually, I don't think this is backwards. I think these are created for left-handed people. I don't think they're created for right-handers. I'm just going to put this right here. I'm going to put that right there. Get this glue thing out of my hand. Now, if you wanted to heat emboss this, you could heat emboss this. You can do whatever you want. But we're just going to go right back in with our seedless preserve. That's something else you could do. You want seedless preserve embossed and you don't want to buy the, you just stamp it with the seedless preserve and then you heat emboss it with clear. But I'm not doing all that for the video. I'm just letting you know that you could if you wanted to. So we're going to stamp that right there. And get into it one more time. Yep, dark enough. Now, there's a die for this. Right here. So we're going to die cut that. I tried to get you to come with me, Trixie. You didn't want to. I hear you. I hear you, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. But I'm almost at the end of this project. I'm not going to get up and go bring you over here just to pick you up and bring you back over there. In the middle of me recording. In the middle of me recording, little girl. That didn't work, huh? Let's get a different piece of tape. I'm sorry. She wants to come sit with me. And I'm like, I'm busy. I'm busy. Just hang on. Hang on, little girl. Hang on. I'm almost done. I'll be right there. You just hang on. Sorry, y'all. And why does Linda not sit at her craft desk more than an hour? Because her little doggy dog can't handle it. Her little Toto girl can't handle it. Her name ain't Toto. Her name is Trixie. Those of you that watched me for a while, you know. You know Trixie's story. Poor baby. Poor baby. Oh, poor baby. Is this your poor baby? Alright, let's hope this. Oh no. Don't stick to my. Oh no. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Those of you that are from the 70s, 80s generation kids should know. Oh no, Mr. Bill, if you grew up in the 80s. Alright, let's hope we can get that off without peeling up our... There we go. Okie dokie pokey. And we already got the foam on here, so we're going to end up the... See how that's kind of like thickness from the thingamajigger? Now, you could put that there. But if you want to write a message, you got all that space. So we're just going to put it... right here. It's so pretty. Gina K, thank you for being so creative and sharing your creativity with us so that we can make pretty, elegant things too. How beautiful is that, y'all? Okay, Linda. Those were supposed to be on the release paper. Not on my desk. Sorry for this little issue here I'm having. Okay. Wouldn't be Linda without issues. There we go, guys. We made us a beautiful Gina K card. May the light of the season fill your heart with peace. And then, where'd that gift card go? I'll just slide you a little gift card right in there. Just like so. And write your little message. Voila. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you make it, share it with me. Linda Toman Creates on Facebook. Alright. Thank you for watching and subscribing and giving me a thumbs up. Bye.